Morning. How are you doing? I've just realized right now my internet isn't working very well on my laptop, so I have had to come and do this live on my phone. So yeah, it was a little bit of a change when I realized, oops, it's not working. Anyway, so these are all challenges, and I know that my challenges are nowhere near as much as what everybody else's are. And that doesn't mean that I don't invalidate them or that I don't validate them. It's just that right now I am aware that in the UK we had our largest numbers of deaths ever at the minute. Hi, Carla. Thanks for coming on. So yeah, very, very quickly, just to kind of say thank you for coming on, and yeah, be really good to know how you're doing. And, oh yes, they'll give you a wave there. Whoopsie daisies. No, gosh, what did that do? I'm just working out why my phone is... Oh, come on. Go away. Go to that. Oh, sorry, Carla. I just have to work out what's going on with my... There we are. Maybe my fingers are not warm enough. That would make sense. I was giving you a wave, actually, but it didn't want to wave. So let's try again. That's not doing it. What can I say? What can I say? It's just not doing what it should do. Okay, so yes, the most important thing here is to focus on, yes, being aware that how we are in the world is going to affect others, no matter what. We are never in isolation, and we are connected to everyone, no matter how hard or alternatively we don't think it is true. We are connected to everyone by frequency, by vibration. So whatever you do, whatever you change, whatever goes on for you, that will affect persons around you, or even further than you expect. One of the things that we know is that the moment we think about a person, we are correlated with them. So the electrons that are going around in our body, if you try and find an electron, I don't know how many of you have actually done any kind of quantum physics, but if you look for the electron in space, you will find that actually you don't even know where they are. There's a predicted kind of hit where you might get them. But what they've actually shown is that electrons have such high energy that they actually move way outside our body, very, very far. And so therefore, what happens is that we are connected because our electron is going into someone else. And it's literally doing that. So yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing. But what that means then is that if we are connecting people, if we're even just thinking about people, if we're just wanting something to change for those people, then it will happen. It will happen as long as we give a clear focus and a clear intention. And of course, if we want to resonate and have a frequency for ourselves, we have to give ourselves a clear focus and a clear intention and work with that intention. Right, so goody. Let's get started. I think I've got quite a few things to do today, so I'm not going to go much over time at all. So, okay, the most important thing as we start is that we want to get a rating. So first of all, check in, see how you're feeling, what's going on for you. Have you had a good day? Is any thoughts from yesterday still resonating in the kind of the ether? Or are you feeling grounded? Are you feeling in space here? All right. And what I'd like you to do is to just take a moment, to just get into your body and just get a sense where you have any kind of bit of you that seems a little out of kilter. If that's the case, if that's what's been going on for you, just notice where it is. Notice the space. Notice the area, notice the constriction. Remember I said that when we experience something and we are fearful, we experience the constriction always first, because the constriction is an automatic instinctive behavior that happens. And then there's a holding space, and the holding space is the space before a decision is made. A lot of the time, the space is so short that we go into reaction, and that's not helpful. We need to learn how to hold the space so that we can then move into proaction, right? So by actually just taking a few moments just to go in and go, okay, here's that feeling that I'm experiencing. If it's a good feeling, well, you want to hold the space to have more of it, because we want to increase that resilience that way, all right? So we want to increase good feelings, and we want to diminish or reduce unhelpful feelings, but we always want to get the learning, all right? We always want to get the insight that comes with that learning, the truth that comes with that learning. Because behind every unhelpful behavior, there is always a positive intention. And actually, even smiling has a positive intention, yeah? The fact that we've co-opted our muscles within our face and our body that gives us approach behaviors, smiling actually stopped us from being hurt. As we evolved, that's what smiling did for us. So therefore, even smiling has a positive intention, although we don't even think about it these days. So behind every behavior, even though the behavior may or may not be seen to be very good, there is always a positive intention for the behavior. The action may not be good. All right, the action may be the result, if it's not good, of that holding process being short-circuited. All right, short-circuited. And when something's short-circuited, it's like an addiction, and we get burnt. So that's why when we're stressed, we burn out, because we're going into reaction. We're going into reaction, and we're burning out. We're burning literally out. Literally, we're burning. We're losing our mitochondria, which is our energy storehouse. We are burning up minerals in our system, so we often burn up a huge amount of our magnesium, of our vitamin Bs, all the things that help our brain, all the things that help our body to regulate well, we burn, and we burn them very fast. And instead, what we end up is having lots of debris sitting in our cells. And that actually, by definition, is what aging is, all right? So it's really quite useful to think about it, is this short-circuiting. If we're short-circuiting, if we're going for the easy route, and there's actually something that we could do that's slightly different, more challenging, but may give us a bigger reward, then we are short-circuiting out. All right, that's just a definition of knowing what it is. And now it's about, let's go and do the short circuit and increase resilience. All right, so getting a sense of that feeling. All right, what I want you to do is just to kind of go into your body, get the sense, notice where it's located. Okay, I feel maybe I've got a bit of heating on, so I've kind of still got a bit of a snotty nose. So I'm aware of that. It's not troubling, so it's not bad, but I'm aware it's about a 2 or 3. And if I have a look at it, it feels more like a circular thing this way for me today, more than a kind of a butterfly, which it was yesterday. And it just, it just looks kind of whitish, pinkish. All right. So there's a boundary. I can see a sort of a blue-black boundary around it. So just in curiosity. So what I want you to do is pay attention to your feeling. Notice where it is, because it's the feeling that our body understands. All right? Our feeling is what tells our body there's something going on. It's our brain that interprets the feeling and then makes meaning. All right? So we want to kind of separate these two for a minute and then bring them together, if that makes sense. Yeah? We kind of want to be able to look at them in the reality of what they are, and then we want to bring them together with a new sense that exists, right? The left side of our body or the left side of our brain is very much involved in our thinking in general. Not on everybody, but just probably 99%. And the right side is to do with our kind of spatial, holistic way of beingness. So one is kind of very structured and, looks at things sequentially. In general, they do cross over quite a lot, but we really want them to get these identifications, and then we want to cross over. And by doing that, we give information to both, and we come down. Good. All right. So let's head for it. Okay, the points that we're going to be doing are the top of the eyes, side of the eyes, under the nose, on the chin. We're over here on the clavicle, chest, basically under the arms and head. And of course, we're going to start here. All right. It doesn't matter whether you get lost along the way. Just open your eyes if you've kind of disappeared and haven't followed. It doesn't matter. Just stay there if you want to. What happens is we're creating a resonance for our body. And by creating a resonance, we are allowing our body to be able to shift and move things. Okay? So when we tap a baby, and we tap nicely, babies often kind of connect back into their uterus, and they're hearing the mother's heartbeat going. So they're experiencing the rhythm of a heartbeat. So we are so tuned into that, so that when we close our eyes and we experience that, we are very much more likely to relax and to go into a deep space. All right. Good. Got the thought, got the feeling. Good. Let's start. So, and remember, scale. Oh, scale. Nearly forgot that. All right. On a scale of 0 to 10, what we want to have a look, you've got a happiness scale. All right. Happiness is how all-powerful people either interrupt negative experiences or initiate new experiences super successfully. That's what happiness stands for. And what you want is to know that you are initiating and inhibiting at the same time. All right. So think about where you are on the happiness scale. If you're kind of like a 5, well, you might want to have more. Okay, you may want to have more, so you could be thinking there's something going on that's not letting you be happy at a 10 or 100 or whatever. And if you are looking at an unhelpful feeling, then it's a 0 to a 10. We want to desensitize it. So 0 is the least, the most neutral, yeah? And 10 is the most extreme, all right? So on either scale, 0 is the neutral, and that is the most extreme of whatever it is. And happiness is what you want to achieve, and in the negative scale, you want to get down to more neutral. Okay, cross-lateral. We could do some exercise here, couldn't we? Oh yeah. All right. Let's go with that. Okay, so you know where you are. My rating, I said earlier on, was about a 3, but let's just go for it. Ready, steady, go. All right. So, even though I feel absolutely okay, and I'm giving my rating for me of 3, I totally love and trust myself anyway. And even though I feel overwhelmed at times because I wonder how it will be if it doesn't go away, I'm frightened, I totally love and trust myself anyway. And even though there is a part of me that's not confident and is scared that it may always be, and if it's anxiety, then it's definitely something you will be concerned about. The whole reason you're concerned about anxiety is you're worrying it's not going to go away. Okay, I totally love and trust myself anyway. Right, top of the eyes, these feelings. Side of the eyes, these feelings inside of me. are my body's way to let me know that I must set myself free under the nose. But I don't know whether it will happen. And I'm scared what that would mean. And my heart often pounds away as it wants me to set myself free. I know, under the arms, I need to move closer. But I'm so scared because it's not my normal pattern. I'm really, top of the head, I'm really scared that it will get worse. And that it may not go away. And then my worst fears, top of the eyes, are realized. Side of the eyes. And that would be so awful. And I'm really, really scared that that might be there forever. Because what if I didn't work? On the chin, top of the chest. What would that say about me? What would that mean about my capability? Under the arms, what would that mean about my identity? Top of the head. If people could really see inside, if I let them truly see me, top of the eyes, they might see something they don't like. And what might that mean to me? Hello, Marcel. Thanks for coming on. And it can be so frightening to be in this space under the arm where I don't know anything and everything seems out of place. But I'm willing to really look at the truth. I'm really willing to look and see. I'm really willing to go forward because I really want to be free. I might not know yet what free is truly. And maybe that is part of this problem. So as I focus in for a moment, I let my mind explore. Top of the head. Because what if there were another way? What if there were another way that I could see? Another way where I could set myself free. Another way where I could be okay and manage in a glorious way. Top of the eyes. Other people manage to do this. And so there's no reason for me to not have this. I am extraordinary in who I am. But I've forgotten to look there, to see me. So everything that allows us to move forward is a decision. A decision to make it so, as John Picard on the Starship Enterprise, and I love that show. So now, let's go inside and to make it so. But what we want is some real truths here. Okay, some real truths, not just about the anxiety, but it's about other things that allow us to recognize that anxiety is about management, about looking at all the truths, not just the truths that you're reacting to, but the truths that will allow you to be set free. So let's just kind of notice. All right, we know when we tap on our hearts, we're tapping on a part. This is the area I call the Sea of Tranquility. Yes, in Chinese medicine, Sea of Tranquility. And on the top is our high heart, and this part is our thymus gland, and at the bottom is the heart, that's the vessel part, the part that is the pump, that has an amazing ability to create a frequency that calls to it. Okay, so the top one is the part of our heart, our high heart, that is the thymus gland, and it tells us what's me and not me, and it knows when to dissolve boundaries and when to keep them shut. Yeah, it knows. It knows, but most important is it knows how to recognize what doesn't belong. Okay? And this is really important for the coronavirus. Yes? Because it seems to be that it just creeps in so surreptitiously. And for a pesky virus that isn't that viral in the sense of virulency, it seems to be causing a lot of chaos. Yeah. You know, we swallow it, it gets killed. We have warm water, it dies. We wash our hands with detergent, it dies. So it's not that virulent. And yet, this little pesky thing has caused a huge amount of trouble for all of us. Yeah? So it must mean that it's about our body not being in the right place to create an environment that will sort this virus out. Okay, we know that most people, their immune system will do it. Yeah, they'll become immune to this. So there's a reality, there's a fact. So it is about really looking at what are you doing in your life, honestly, that allows you to make sure that you keep yourself safe. And that then allows you to see that you are doing everything. That's right. And then in your heart, in the lower part of the heart, the chamber of the heart, the chamber of commerce, the chamber of love, the chamber of goodwill, the chamber of everything. This is a receptacle that receives and gives. Yeah, we put in to store and we give out. Yeah, and we make glorious wine in receptacles, and we do all sorts of things. We make beautiful chemistry. So, as we tap over there, just be aware that this is the first organ that forms in our body, and because of its rhythm, because of its ability to pump and create like a pulsation throughout our body, that pulsation is what causes all the nerves to be formed. It causes all the cells to know where exactly to go. That vibration created the polarity. It created the polarity for things to radiate out. All right, good. Okay, excellent. So just focusing on this, I like to hit with both, and I want you to get the sense of creating this drum effect in you. And drums are about calling, 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 warning, 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 celebrating, celebrating, celebrating. Drums are used for many ways, but it's all about the rhythm. It's all about the frequency. It's all about the pace and how you tap. So tap, find a rhythm. And as you do that today, I want you to just focus on moving back and forward a little bit and just getting into the rhythm. Just getting into the rhythm. Just getting into the rhythm. That's it. That's good. That's good. And let your body kind of move in a nice rocking movement. Get yourself into the rhythm, almost like you are now in the middle of a vortex, and you realize that in this vortex, you're actually like in the wind of a hurricane. You have the eye of the storm. It's quiet. And yet you can feel the vibration moving all around you, and you might decide, let yourself have the sounds and see where they resonate in your body. And then what I want you to do is notice where that part of you that was a little bit concerned, a little bit worried, or the part that wasn't quite as happy as it wanted to be, and just go and focus your energy nice and gently towards it. Just really like a little serenade. Go towards it and surround it like you would, just gently giving it a little rock, back and forward, back and forward. And just allow it to know that you're there. Notice it, look at its shape, look at its color, get really curious. And then just very gently ask it, what do you feel? What do you feel? And wait for the answer. What is it you feel? Yeah, that's good. Get an answer. And then ask again, what do you feel? And then ask what you want. And as you do that, just feedback, mirror I can see that. I can see you want that. I see you feel that. Don't try and fix, don't try and change, because the transformation happens when it chooses to turn towards you. And it will, because when you watch a child and you hold it, initially it's quite scared, doesn't know what to do, and then it starts to look at you. It starts to look up at you. And when it looks up at you, you know, oh, it's getting stronger. It's getting stronger. Yes. So just keep looking. Keep being there. Keep saying, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting colour you are. Oh, yeah. How come you chose that colour? Yeah. Oh, you've got that colour boundary. Oh, that's interesting. How does that feel? Just really stay with the feeling. Right now I can feel myself vibrating all the way down my spine, up my head, but it doesn't matter, but just be aware. And then after a while, you'll notice that very gently it moves towards you. And I want you to bring it into your heart. Remember, your heart is the receptacle of real tranquility, real love. Bring it to your heart. Good. And there, give it plenty of love and resource. And then let it know that you feel so good that you want to share this out. And would it be willing to share with you? And then what I want you to do is just start focusing on vibrating everything throughout your body. Let the energy move from your heart into the whole of your body. Let all the cells in your body, imagine them as lovely smiling little faces going, oh, yes, I like that. Okay, imagine it, your imagination. If you imagine it, it becomes real in your body. Trust me, your body understands this. There is a saying that children enter the kingdom of heaven. And why is that? Because they don't doubt. They don't doubt. And they know how to imagine. So just imagine those cells going, ooh, and then have some of them you say, oh, you know that vibration, that virus? Let's go for a hunt and see where we've got some virus in us that's not part of ourselves, that isn't working for us. We've got lots of bacteria and lots of things in our body that work with us. Like we have bacteria in our colon that actually we don't want to get rid of necessarily because they give us vitamins. So they're bacteria that are really important. Our mitochondria were actually bacteria, and they're our powerhouses, so we want to keep them. Okay, so find what is missing, what's going, just kind of just filling up areas where maybe there's debris, just cleaning the areas out and then moving back further, expand it out into your aura, expand it out, let's go supernova, and I want you to really go, let it go out through the front of you, out through the back, through the sides, left and right, up, down, 360, the diagonals, and let it go out into the world. And anything that doesn't belong to you, let it go and find its highest purpose outside of you. It doesn't belong. Let it move, let it move, let it move, let it transform. And as you do that, you clear it. And what you notice is that there's other people too that are clearing the area too. So that's going out of the earth. And you see them shedding and sparkling and sharing. And remember the the vena cava, the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava bring things to the heart, and I'm thinking super Vena, super Nova. Wow, okay, right, all interesting. Okay, so expanding it out, expanding it out, expanding it out, and receiving from others, receiving from everyone else. And as you receive, you see it expanding, expanding, expanding. Wow, wow, wow. And you're expanding. Feel yourself expand. Feel your body expand. Feel your body getting lighter and lighter and brighter and brighter. That's it. Good, good. Well done. Well done, you. All right. And as you just bring yourself to the close, I want you to just tap. Give yourself that really nice, comforting tap. And I'm just going to imagine putting my arms around the whole of the earth, the whole of everybody that's here, but also around, like hands around the whole of the earth, as we gently give the earth a hug. A big, big, fat hug. Not a skinny one, a big, fat one that just gives it, ooh, nice earth. Okay, good. And then when you're ready, just come back. So you put your hands on your chest. Breathe in and just notice what kinds of sensations, what kind of feelings you're experiencing. Bring yourself back. That's right. Good. And on a scale, just notice where you are on that scale. If you're on the happiness scale, has it moved up? It may have changed in quality, so it may be that you've kind of, the happiness has transformed more to peace and tranquility and a quiet contentment, because that we don't want it to go, because that is not sustainable. We want something that's going to allow you to jump up and down in those spaces. And if you had an unhelpful feeling, just kind of notice, where are you now on that scale? Hopefully you've got down to a 2 or a 0. All right. And if you're a 2, ask yourself what would make it a 0. All right. And if you haven't got 10, maybe on the happiness scale, you might ask, what do I need more of? What do I need to clear that's holding me back from being more happy? All right. Take care. Put your notes down here, like, comment, share, please, if you think there's anybody here that would really benefit from having some of this kind of meditation. It's not traditional EFT, but we're doing it this way because I think I'm adding some other stuff that really needs to be part and parcel of the healing. Okay, so I'm going to put my glasses on here. I see you've said something, Carla. Thank you. Feeling very content and relaxed. Good, good. Did you start off with a happy feeling, or did you start off with an unhelpful feeling? That would be good. Just kind of notice what it is. Give yourself a rating and let us know. Yeah, let us know what goes on. All right then. Thank you for coming on, Carla. Thank you, Marcel. And I'll catch up with you all later. All right. I've done the auras, but my battery had... maybe I can do a quick aura. And let's just have a look and see if I can do an aura balance. Oh. While I'm at it, and just give it to you. Always interesting. I don't know how it'll shine on this camera here, since I'm doing it on my phone. Let's see. You have responded. Wow. Oh, goodness me. Look, we've got a thing color this way. I'm going to just, I will put it on the thing, all right, what I'll do now is just go back into pictures and I'll just show you. So we're purple. So basically what we started with was that was what we started with. That's what we started with. So that's interesting, something coming through there. And then the next one was that. So we definitely raised energy. Carla, you did a magnificent job. Well done, you. Take care. All right. Happy 5, now 8. Wow. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well, we certainly can see that with that. Nice and calm. All right, brilliant. Excellent, excellent. Take care, and we'll see you soon. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.